Okay, it's helicopter Eela time, and you must allow me. Every time I do an interview with you, I always start by telling you how much I love you. It's been a while since Incredibles, so I can say that all over again. I love you, Kajol.
Thank you so much for that, Hrishi. Has it been that long since Incredibles? I thought about 3 months, na? It's okay. That's too much for me. I should not be meeting you in a 3-month gap. I should be meeting you in a 3-year gap.
No. Hello, Mr. National Award winner Riddhi. Many congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she'll tell you something about this, I'm sure.
We have a daughter, and often we're confused about whether we should be friends with her or whether we should discipline her. And it's always, a back and forth between my wife and me. And this movie raises a lot of questions. To be friend of son or child, or to be a bit of a disciplinarian, bit of both. When do you ever know as a parent?
I think it's a situation to situation thing. I think it's a day to day thing. I think it's a parent to parent thing. Sometimes your wife might think that you should discipline her right now. And most of the times I'd say she's right. Listen to her.
Women know it all.
Yeah, they do. But I think that, honestly, I think one of the most important things that we forget when we have children is that they grow up to be individuals, and we try so very hard to make them individuals. And then by the time they're 13, we refuse to recognize them as such. So I think that's their biggest struggle when they're 13 and 14, is to be recognized as an individual and as a thinking mind of your own that can make its own decisions as well.
No, but times have changed. I mean, back in the day, if you went to a convent school, so the padris used to thalp us, yeah, and you came back home and you told your parents, and they would say no, they did the right thing. But now, if you do that, then chances are the kids will file a case on you. So parenting has also changed, hasn't it, over the sands of time?
I do think that parenting has changed, but I would say also that children have changed. I mean, your son or your daughter will be probably very different and much more knowledgeable than what you were like at 12 and 13, or even 5 and 6 for that matter. I think social media has played a huge hand in it, and fact that they are exposed to so very much at not an age appropriate age. I would say that our biggest responsibility today as parents is the fact that we have to explain all the flow of information to them and make sure that they understand what is meant for them at this age and what is not, and explain it to them, because they're going to ask you questions. So there may be topics that you're a little shy, embarrassed, find taboo in your head, or just want to be like, I don't want to explain this to my child. But I think that's one thing that we just have to get over, and get over that and sit down and have these conversations with our children. Maybe not all together all at once, but a little bit at a time, because I think that has become our biggest responsibility in today's world.
I believe you come from great lineage, and people in Bombay don't know that, but both your parents are theatre actors, thespians. Just a little bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. I come from a family of 3 generations of actors. My grandparents were really celebrated actors in Bengal. My grandmom is still working, and my parents are both involved in theatre and cinema. So yes. So I grew up in an ambience where from the moment I was born, I saw people acting either on stage or in front of the camera. But I think it helped me a great deal.
You won at least 2 national awards by now.
But no, I was not your son then, right?
That kind of... that's true.
I became a son, and then I got the news of the national award. That's a tagline.
I don't think you missed the Bengali side of your family at all, surrounded as you were by Tota, by him and Pradeepta.
One minute. You've missed out. There are more. Yeah. Our DOP was Bengali. Yeah, the set designer was Bengali because she was Dada's sister. Then we had, who else? The first assistant director. Bengali.
And the problem is that who were not speaking Bengali, they also started speaking Bengali because of Dada. So it was a totally Bengali set.
But how good is your bong? I mean, your Marathi is very good, but your bong?
My Bengali is, I understand it, and probably if I'm in a pinch and somebody's holding a knife to my throat, I may be able to say help or, save me. Cano! Yes, Cano! What do you say about leave me?
Chede dao!
Amake chede dao! So that's about the extent of my Bengali.
I was pretty intrigued because everybody on set was saying Cano in every single word, and even Mr. Bachchan came during the shoot and even he said Cano Dada. So
we all burst out laughing, and I realized it's a Bengali male thing. It's a Bengali man thing, that everyone has this Cano. It's, railing against fate with both hands. Cano, why?
Let's talk about your director. He's a man who I find extremely funny. I mean, he calls me now and then to do voiceovers for his ad films, and he'll come and say, Hrishi, oh, sexy voice of God wala chi. Nobody describes voiceovers like that. It's a sexy voice of God. So, is he as funny on the sets as he is in the studio?
As funny. We have had such a blast making the film, and I think a lot of people came up to me and told me, that when we see the film, it has such a good vibe. And I was like, you have that good vibe because we have made it. And while we were filming it, we had such a good time off screen that somewhere down the line, I think it's conveyed on screen. And Dada was like huge, 90% of the reason because of that. Yeah.
So you got thalped a lot. These slaps were real or
Totally real.
Make you hear it?
No. I think, yes, you got it.
things you have to do as an actor?
Things. Oh, she used to say, for the sake of cinema. And that was my idea to bring this upon myself because there was a scene going.
I was the veteran actor in this respect, and I told him, I said, बेटा acting कर ले. मैं भी acting कर ले तो तू भी acting कर ले. थप्पड़ असल में खाने की जरूरत नहीं है. But he came to me very sincere actor. He had not won the Filmfare Award. He had not won the National Award yet. Then after that he was like, no, I'll take it. I want to feel it. I want to feel
An intense scene going. I was like, no, slap me hard. I won't feel bad about it. But the repercussion was bad.
After he got slapped, we started laughing. And after we started laughing, that laughter never stopped because any scene that had to end, I was like, I asked him at one point, I was like, what have you done to all the people on the set?
No, because every scene, if it's not working out, Dada's solution to it is slap Riddhi. Flow.
That's like a takya kalab.
Exactly. Takya kalama. And the entire set used to laugh so much. So I was thinking that they're holding a grudge against me for some reason, I guess.
Well, you see, Yug will go through this eventually, but all guys who have beautiful mothers and beautiful sisters go through this, and you'll realize that. You probably know that. But the point I'm trying to make is that, if you have a beautiful mother or beautiful sister, guys in school and college will suddenly come and say, oh, your mom is damn hot or your sister is damn hot. And that's, that is a vibe.
I totally agree to this thing. And I keep on scolding them, whacking them, slapping them. Shut up, guys. Enough now.
A lot of that must have come in handy.
Please do.
No, nothing. No comment on that particular point in time. But I will say that I'm very good friends with Yug's friends. I am very, very good friends with them, and they all are petrified of me also at the same time. So Nissa's friends and Yug's friends, I make sure that I'm their friends as well.
I had a huge deja vu moment because in one of the songs I saw Baba Segal. So that is like if you're a 90s person, you grew up on Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, you grew up on Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and you grew up on Baba Segal. Thanda Thanda Pa. What is he doing there?
I can't tell you. He's there in one scene in the film. We were all like, and he was like, he looked the same.
It's unfair.
Really? I mean, he's got 2 grown daughters who are nearly married. I was like, wow, awesome. And he was the same, and he's rapped in the film and stuff like that. And I can't tell you, he was so good. So much fun. Eela Arun and him. And I think Anu Malik is there as well.
Anu Malik is
all the legends.
all the legends together, yeah.
How else will you get the retro feel if not for Anu Malik?
Bappi Lahiri. Zikr hai unka.
If you had got Alisha Chennai in there, the whole thing would have been covered. Made in India.
Yeah.
So is that because you were a pop singer back in the 90s in the movie, or what?
It's supposed to be like, she's an aspiring singer. She wants to be a singer. The whole thing is that she really, really wants to be a singer, and that's her life's dream. And then of course she gets married, and then she has a baby, and then she gets so involved in looking after him that she forgets all about that dream that she used to have. And somewhere down the line, the son grows up and he's like, you forgot what you used to be. Where is that Eela? There's a line in the trailer that says, तुम सिर्फ मेरी एक माँ बन के रह गई हो. वो ईला कहाँ है जो गाना गाती थी, जो म्यूजिक वीडियोस बनाती थी, वो ईला कहाँ है? So, and she's honestly perplexed. She's honestly confused at that point. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm so happy being a mom. What are you talking about? Who is this Eela? What are you talking? This is Eela. This is me. So that's the conflict between them, that he's trying to make her realize that she has a life beyond that, and that she has to find a life beyond that he cannot be the be-all and end-all of her existence all the time.
Let's come to the music now. I'm very impressed by your guitar playing skills. Back in the day, when Mr. Kapoor Hindi film heroes used to play the guitar, you could see through it, whether it's Zamane Ko Dikhana Hai and this and that, but you're actually playing that.
Saxophone, 3 instruments, guitar. The piano was the best. Even if it's not playing in the song, you would be sitting at it because it was cinematically beautiful.
But actors now laugh at it. Like if I meet Amir Khan and I speak to him in an interview, he says, "Yaar, wo to bada bhari lagta hai," you know. So everybody realizes. So do you play the guitar?
I play the guitar myself, exactly. So I made sure that whatever I'm playing, it should look correct, because nowadays everyone, we see someone playing the guitar on screen, we make a huge fun of that person if that person is not holding the chords properly and everything. And what I was amazed, I discovered during the movie, is that she had a lot of piano playing scenes in the movie, and she can play the piano.
You can?
Does play.
How? What? Huh? You did that Trinity College of Music thing, something.
Sorry, I play precisely like I know how the fingers are supposed to move on the piano, and I really like the piano as an instrument. I have heard a lot, I've seen a lot, and yeah, I when I was in boarding school, they actually taught piano over there as well. But no, I don't know anything about music.
So what can she play? What can she play?
She can play a lot. She can play really, really well, because piano is a very difficult instrument. She can play very famous.
You know, I have friends who do that Trinity College of Music London, some course sitting in Bombay.
No, I haven't done anything like that. Thank you very much.
Dada plays a huge role here, because he makes sure that because his music sense is fab. So he makes sure whatever we are doing, so when he's seeing that I'm playing the guitar, he keeps on pushing that, learn it properly, know what all chords you're playing. He's very strict about it also.
And Tota Roy Chaudhary plays your husband in the film. Is it you're a single parent because of a divorce, or is that revealing too much of the story?
I think I can't say anything about it right now. I'd rather that you watch the film to understand. But he's got a very interesting character, and he's done a fabulous job in the film. He's really, really done a fabulous job in the film.
He's also Bengali.
Yeah, and he's a karate expert or something. No?
Yeah, I mean, he is trained in martial arts. Yeah, he's trained in martial arts in Kolkata, and he did a lot of action films back there, but he's a proper Bengali.
What's the meaning of proper Bengali? I am not a proper Bengali. What are you trying to say about that?
There's so much Bengali blood in there.
Yes, I can't talk anything about it.
So, Trivedi's music, I just love it. And he's having a field day, because there was Manmarzian or this one.
Back to back.
And
I can see his nominations already.
no, but what I like about the music is that, even when he's singing or somebody else is doing it, it's more like a narration. It's not like a singing. And that's what I love about the couple of songs that I've heard. Yeah, so what do you like in the soundtrack?
Okay, so basically what I liked about it is that I like the fact that his melody is there. I like the fact that it's a simpler instrumentation. I like the fact that he tailor makes his songs to suit his films also, because I'm sure that I think Manmarzi has a very different kind of a soundtrack from Eela. And if you hear Eela's soundtrack, all the songs, all 6 of them, are actually very, very situational. They've been written by Swanand Kirkire, and they have been written amazingly. Swanand has done a fabulous job on it. Mama Ki Parchai, I think the two extremes are Mama Ki Parchai and Yadon Ki Almari.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So they're two totally different thought processes that one man has brought onto a page, and Amit has done a fabulous job to make it, to showcase it into its best.
See, that's what I mean. It's almost as though you're narrating what your mom does to you.
Absolutely.
And it's a song.
Yes, and Yadon Ki Almari is just the opposite, about 90s ambience and that atmosphere totally, and how the tonality of it and the lyrics are totally different from two different time settings altogether. It's beautiful.
I want to understand whether your husband came in after you signed the film, before. Was he supposed to produce it? Just a bit on that.
Basically, Anand approached me for the script, and he was like, do you like, I want you to hear the script. So when he narrated to me, I loved it. I pounced on it. I was like, definitely, I love it. I am so doing it. So minute I said that, then Jay was like, yeah, okay. So then we are definitely producing it also, because it's a superb idea, and we really think that it'll be a fabulous film. So then it took us a little while in post-production to get the whole ball rolling, but we eventually figured it out. And of course, then Dada landed up in all his mad glory to guide us through it with all his funny stuff, all his sense of humor, and his audio book and his one-liners. He's just hysterical. He's so funny.
That is a robust laugh.
Yeah, a robust laugh. And what I like about him is, like, he's completely deadpan. In the middle of like a very serious conversation, he will suddenly crack this joke, and he'll only start laughing after that.
Exactly. He starts laughing on it.
He only starts laughing. Kind of thing,
It's obvious that there is a huge, an umbilical cord between the mother and the son, because a lot of teen sons end up hating their mother. Yeah. But here, it seems to be one of those love-hate things.
Yes, it's not exactly. It's just like two friends, because space is the issue, which is common in any kind of a relationship. So you don't really exactly hate the person from whom you need some space. And it's ultimately describing a beautiful bonding where hate or dislike is a part and parcel of it. And also they're helping each other grow in their lives. I think that's something which is beautiful, and that ultimately comes out of love.
The most amazing moment is you're going close to him to smell his breath. Oh. All mothers do that. Have you done that with Nisa and Yug? Have you done that?
I slap him.
Have you done that with your children? I mean, not as yet.
Not as yet.
All mothers do that.
I know, and we shot this scene at 7 a.m. in the morning.
How are you? How are you?
Oh my god. And I got slapped on both my cheeks that morning, 7 a.m. because Dada thought it's not looking good from the right angle. So he left me maar do. At the shift, I got slapped like
7:30 in the morning to 7:57 in the morning, he was being slapped.
And that particular shot.
What is the most amazing thing about Kajol amongst the many amazing things?
She is what she is.
Amazingly incredible.
She's this is what I've always admired about her. She is what she is. We all say we follow our heart, we follow our mind, but we all pretend about it. But she's a person who actually does it and lives the moment.
I want to suddenly, after this interview, want to see your national award winning film. Because sometimes you have interviews where you say, the guy was okay, but where can I see it? Is it on Netflix?
I saw a still from that film and I saw precisely 10 seconds of it because I saw it, somebody had put it up on Instagram or something like that. It's outstanding.
What is it called and what do you play?
Nagar Kirtan, the Bengali movie. It's supposed to release in January because the rest of the film festival will end by November or December. So it's a December or January release.
Lovely. Why helicopter?
Helicopter Eela comes from the social hashtag, basically helicopter moms. The kind of moms, as we were talking about, who are constantly, smelling your breath, checking your phone, checking your pockets, asking you what the lighter is for, and you're lying through your teeth that it's for agarbatti. And all that, and basically, but Eela is of course just that little bit more. She's just that little bit extra. She's just that little bit, that tadka do baar lag jata hai na, she's that. And but somewhere down the line, when you see the film also, you forgive her. You take it in a lighter vein. A, because she's not your mom, she's somebody else's mom. And B, because whatever she does, all her actions stem from love. If she's firing him, it's because I love you. If she's making his dabba, it's because I love you. If she's checking his pockets, it's because I love you. So all of that. So all her actions stem from the fact that, listen, I love my son too much. I can't not do this. I can't fail at this.
During Dilwale, you put me on to Ashwin Sanghi. The last time during Incredibles, you told me to read some children's fiction. What are you reading now? You have no time because of these mad promotions.
I always have time for my books. Always. I'll stay up a little later at night if I have to finish a book. But I'm reading my library currently. And I have this one particular author that I just finished called Julia Gray. And she has an awesome 5-book collection called The Guardian Cycle, which is outstanding. So it's fantasy fiction, but it's brilliantly written. It's really fabulous.
I also saw a very interesting interview of yours with Anu Chopra, where you said you've started rediscovering music, putting it on your phone, yada, all that.
Not rediscovering, I rediscovered it after, I forgot about it for about 3 years after my daughter was born. So it was one of those, just those things that just kind of slowly dawn you, enlightenment slowly dawns on you. At one point you wake up one morning and you're like, what the hell am I doing here? And why have I, and I'm one of those passionate people about my music. I love music of every sort, kind. Literally, my mom used to say that, you were born tapping your feet, literally. So I always had music around me in some form, shape or the other. And suddenly 3 years after my daughter was born, I realized I haven't looked at my music, or I haven't even tried to listen to my music. And I've lost it. I'd lost all my cassettes. I'd lost all my CDs. I didn't have my music, my collection, as they put it. And for some reason or the other, I just didn't have it. And then, of course, I was like, okay, this cannot. I need that back. I need that part of me back. I have to get that part of me back. So, of course, I went back and I got, as much as I could salvage, and I got them from all my friends and all that, to give me their playlists and this and that. So I got into it in a big way, but I'm just saying I lost it for 3 years.
So what's on the playlist? I mean, a bit of your own hits, some international hits. What's your playlist?
None of my own hits. Thank you very much. I am not interested in listening to my own music that I have sung to. It's the most idiotic visual. I can't remember. It's idiotic. But I love all kinds of music. I have very eclectic tastes. I like everything. I love Phantom of the Opera. I love one of my favorites. I've memorized it. I recently found an outstanding version of Sounds of Silence by
the Simon and Garfunkel hit.
Yes, by a group called Disturbed. You must hear it. It's outstanding. Then I found some lovely music, and I love all different kinds of music actually. So I love the love songs. I love what people knew how to love. love at that time in the 70s and the 60s. I don't believe that people know how to love now. It's a different form of love. Maybe I don't recognize it. And I don't know. I think the writing was better at that time. I think they had more melody, more heart, soul, all of that.
Durga Puja is around the corner. So what are your plans? Are you filming or are you going back home and just chilling?
It's releasing on the Durga Puja itself.
What is Durga Puja like back home? Do you go to pandal hopping or do you just be home?
It's a little difficult to go to pandal hopping now back to Kolkata.
You'll get mobbed.
But
Hopefully, touch wood.
oh, touch wood. No, but I'm really happy because of this Durga Puja. I'll take all my friends to go and watch Helicopter Eela. So I will be done with the promotions by that time. So I'll be returning during what we call Shoshti. So that's the height point of the puja. So I'll take all my friends back to the theaters to see the film.
What's Diwali like? Is it home with food, with cards? What are plans?
Not cards. I'm not much of a card person. Not at all, actually. I'm more of a food person. So yes, definitely we will have all different kinds of food. And this time I'm planning to put a pani puri stall in my house for the night. I've just decided that I'm going to eat pani puri that night. For Diwali night, I'm putting up. I know it sounds idiotic, but I don't care. I'm going to eat pani puri on Diwali night. I've decided.
But your puchkas are a lot different from our pani puri. Like in Calcutta, they put aloo. Here we put.
Yeah, and that is.
Stop.
No, they don't put bundi and all that.
First of all, this is just let me tell you that first of all, I don't like any of these insinuations. Remember, I'm the producer and you have to answer carefully. So just
She pulled rank on you.
calm down there. I just want to tell you that Pani Puris are Pani Puris world over. Best star.
Puchka, I'm telling you.
Best star in Mumbai, and I don't like the fact that you're telling me that I'm a non-Bengali, by the way. I don't like
Why do they call it?
that, I'm less.
It's a very difficult debate to do.
Shut up.
But why would they call their pani puri puchka?
I want to know what that means.
It's called Puchka.
Do you remember the first home you bought?
The first home I bought,
Or the first home you lived in?
first home I lived in, of course, I lived in my dad's house in a big bungalow in Santa Cruz. And I had a huge courtyard and I remember playing badminton. I remember learning how to play badminton with all my uncles, all 5 grown 6.5-foot men standing with one little 3-year-old teaching her how to play badminton. So I remember that very, very clearly. I remember, what do I remember? I remember stained glass doors, and I remember knowing how to open the lock from outside because you had to bang it in a particular way and the lock would just slide out.
Right, I had the same thing in my grandfather's place. You just knock the door and the lock slides down. Yes.
So privacy was nothing. We're making a film about it.
Your first home. Still live in it?
No, we have shifted, but we still go there. It's our theatre rehearsal space now. It's a house in old Calcutta, South Calcutta's prime location. It's one of those old big houses of Calcutta, so it's like that. So we rehearse our plays and everything there.
Listen, this has been a delightful interview. Thank you, National Award winner.
Oh my God, thank you so much. My pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
My pleasure. Thank you.